It seems like every day there's a new GTA 6 theory, from in-game crypto payments to the community dissecting the trailer frame by frame to uncover new Easter eggs. But I believe there is only a small percentage looking at what really matters: how Rockstar's AI and tech will redefine the gaming industry forever. The patents, the statements, the press releases, all sitting right in front of us. Today I have broken down the patents in detail, showing you what they mean and how revolutionary this tech is going to be. But what if I told you that despite all of this, the timing of GTA 6's release could be catastrophic? What if I told you that GTA 6 would not even reach half of their projected revenue targets? Or this could very well be the last GTA game we ever get. So far, we've seen AI implemented in a bunch of games. Shadow of Mordor gave us the Nemesis system, which created personalized rivalries with enemy NPCs. Or how Nvidia's AI bosses in MIR4 introduced adaptive enemy strategies that changed in real time. But if Rockstar's patents are any indication, GTA 6 is going to leave those systems in the dust. We have all seen the GTA 6 trailer already, and unsurprisingly, it looked insane. Everything about it feels real, consistent, authentic. But why is that? Take the beach scene, for example. Look at how many unique NPCs are scattered around doing different things. It's an insane amount of activity happening all at once, and it's all running in real time. Since GTA 5 was originally designed for the capabilities of something like a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360, we can only assume that the new hardware can build even more immersive virtual worlds. But it can't only be the hardware. And the answer is the procedural animation patent. In traditional animation systems, every character needs an animation tree. For example, let's say an NPC is standing still. That's one animation. But what happens when they start walking? That's another. Then slowing down? Another. Stopping entirely? Yet another animation. Even something as simple as moving between idle and walking requires multiple separate animations and smooth transition sequences. Let's take The Last of Us Part 2. It's one of the smoothest animated games ever made. When Ellie picks up an item from a drawer, the animation changes dynamically based on whether she's standing, crouching, or moving. So at the moment, that works in a story-driven game with a handful of NPCs. But in a massive open world like Vice City, Rockstar can't afford to custom animate every single pedestrian. In a place like Vice City or Los Santos, empty streets immediately decrease immersion and thus makes the game less fun. If NPC generation would be truly custom for a game on the scale of GTA 5 or 6, there would be a huge strain on the game's ability to deliver a detailed, varied, and immersive experience. So, how can we create a world with highly dynamic and realistic animations? Judging by the patent in certain leaks, I think that Rockstar Games has built a procedural motion system that leverages small, reusable building blocks for character movements. The term procedural indicates a shift towards dynamic and adaptable character movements, aligning with the patent's description of building blocks for diverse animations that react to in-game conditions. These blocks can be combined in a variety of ways to create a broad range of dynamic animations. For instance, think about a character in-game walking in the rain, feeling tired, or just getting injured. Instead of designing separate animations for each one of these situations, they just use the building blocks to put together the character's movement naturally. So how does Rockstar's new procedural motion engine work? Locomotion is essentially how a character moves within the game, whether it's subtle, like adjusting posture, or dramatic, like sprinting, jumping, or climbing. Good locomotion is one of the most important aspects of immersion in an open world game. If movement feels off, even slightly, it can ruin the entire experience. And from what we've seen, Rockstar is aiming for near realistic fluidity in GTA 6. Lucia looting the cash in the trailer? That animation isn't a canned sequence. It looks like an adaptive motion system similar to The Last of Us, where only the upper body plays the necessary animation. And this brings us to Rockstar's Rage engine, which has been completely overhauled for GTA 6. Alright, let's look at Rockstar's locomotion system at a very high level. Blackboards, or memory space. This is a shared memory space where AI systems can read and write information. Motion library. Different possible animations that a character can use. Motion type selector. This determines whether the character should be walking, running, crouching, or interacting with an object. Desired movement calculation. This determines what the ideal motion should be based on factors like speed, direction, and terrain. And last but not least, the transition table. This ensures smooth changes between different motions so animations don't feel janky or robotic. This system allows GTA 6 to move naturally, adapting to the real environment in real time. But character animation is just the beginning. Outside of locomotion, the AI systems rumored for GTA 6 are insane. Let's rapid fire. So it's speculated that interiors won't just be static. They'll be procedurally generated with different layouts, objects, and levels of wear. NPCs will have AI-generated responses, moods, and behaviors. If an NPC is in the rain, they might react differently depending on their personality. If they're drunk, they'll behave randomly based on AI-driven logic instead of preset animations. NPCs will record crazy events on their phone, they will talk about things that just happened, and generally act like real people instead of mindless background filler. This is AI-driven emergent gameplay on a scale that has never been seen before. Like, I wish you guys could truly understand the gravity of this. But then again, none of this matters if GTA 6 is launching at the worst possible time. Okay, this may seem dramatic, but AI is advancing so fast that GTA 6's advanced NPC behaviors might feel outdated within a year of launch. Other studios are already experimenting with generative AI that can create infinitely more complex characters. AI tools like Unity Muse and Unreal Engine's MetaHumans are allowing indie studios to build AAA quality games in record time. And also, let's not forget that the majority of Rockstar's revenue comes from in-game purchases over the course of years. Their revenue targets are contingent that there will be high demand not just for launch, but all the way up until GTA 7. Rockstar's 10+ year development cycle might be the biggest downfall, as now the door is open for competitors to catch up due to the ease and speed of building new high-quality games. AI-generated game worlds are becoming increasingly detailed. Don't get me wrong, Rockstar's handcrafted world might look beautiful, but it still could feel static compared to the AI-driven, endlessly evolving environments that could very well be a reality within the next few years. Let's take a look at some of NVIDIA's recent achievements. Their Omniverse AI is already creating real-time AI-generated cities. Future games might not just be open world, they could be open universe. And just a disclaimer, that's only of what we know in the US. China is arguably even further ahead. I know everyone watching this video probably already saw the release of DeepSeek because, it was in the news cycle for days, and not only that, it was the top story. But that is better than OpenAI's ChatGPT. And not only that, but they built it in a quarter of the time and a 100th of the price. So who's to say there isn't infinitely more powerful games coming out of China? All right, let's not kid ourselves though. GTA 6 is set to be the most technically advanced open world game ever made. It's gonna make current AAA titles feel like Game Boy games. But with the rapid development of AI, how long will GTA 6 actually last for?